What's going on? We are live. Hello everybody. How we doing today? Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if we have any technical difficulties. It's good to be here. Good to see everybody. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Good Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day going on right now. Whew, it's been quite a week. I barely made it here today. I was scrambling, but I think we're good. Can hear me and see me just fine. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Mike Q, what's going on, Mike? Jose, good to see everybody here. Lone Star Trent, what's up? Lone Star Trent, how you doing today? Frederick is here. What's going on, buddy? How you doing today? Whew, yeah, like I said, I got to slow down a minute. Just got here. Had to take my daughter to practice, so I was scrambling. I was like, I think I got this. We can do this. And yeah, it's been Prime Day. We got some stuff to talk about. If you're new here, welcome. If this is maybe your first live stream, welcome. We're gonna hang out for the next hour or so. We can talk about any new smart home stuff, new products, updates, things like that that came out in the past week or so. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them here. Thank you, Mark. Loud and clear. You can hear me good. Awesome. Let me change this also to live chat so I can see. Like I said, I've been situating here last minute. But yeah, we'll hang out for the next hour or so, and we'll talk about all the new stuff we have to talk about. Also, we can go over some of the Prime Day deals. If you guys have any questions about any of the smart home stuff, there is tons of smart home deals through Amazon right now, and actually beyond Amazon. We can talk about that. And then, of course, if you have any questions about your setup or anything like that, you can drop them here and we'll do a little Q&A. I tried to drop let me try once more. I tried to drop the link to my Amazon page. So I have, not my Amazon page, sorry, my website. Let's see if I can do that again. Let's see. So what I did was I created a page on my website. Let me know if that, oh, I think there's a space in there. Is that what's going on? What is going on there? Is that link working, y'all? Okay, yeah, I think it's working now. Let me know if that link works. I'm gonna try to pin this. Let's see, pin message. So let's see, did that work? Yep, okay, so I did pin that. I think there's a little typo in there, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I have a page over on my website. Let me see if I can switch over to that. In case you missed it, I've been gathering all of the Apple Home related Prime Day deals here. I did a video about this a few days back, but this is a list of all the Apple Home Prime Day deals. There is a lot of discounts here. We've got a lot of stuff from Aqara. There's actually some smart home apps. So a lot of these apps I talk about often on the channel. And there's actually a full list of, indie developer apps that you can go to right here. But these are a lot of the Homekit ones that we talk about on the channel a lot. And yeah, so we just got all kinds of stuff, even some from some company. Govi's got some stuff. There are some on here, anything with an asterisk beside it. Does not support Homekit natively. So that is something to note if you use this page. But yeah, we've got all the HomeKit stuff here in one place. There's a lot of, even Lutron is running some deals. So 20% off the Lutron Caseta kits, which is pretty awesome because a lot of you may know Lutron doesn't really run deals on stuff too often. So that's nice. But lots of stuff there. Again, I pinned that in the chat if you want to check that out. And of course, those are affiliate links. So shopping through those is much appreciated and does help support the channel. But try to take a lot of the guesswork out. I know, first of all, finding smart home products amongst all of the crazy Prime Day stuff, and then on top of that, finding stuff that works with Apple Home sometimes is a little challenging. So anyways, you can use that list if it helps. Let's say hi to some folks here in the chat. Glee, hey Glee, how are you doing today? Gordon is here to do at least one of those Prime Day deals. Didn't even last for the first day. Oh man, that's tough. Yeah, you would expect these deals to go on for both yesterday and today. So today is the last day of Prime Day. In case you weren't aware, it was yesterday and today, a 2-day event over on Amazon where they have just deals on all kinds of stuff, including all the smart home stuff. And yeah, I did see that with a few of them. So just check those links. And what I did with a lot of them too is a lot of those links will actually take you to like the manufacturer's page also, or different places. Like, let me see if I can find an example here. What would be a good one? Maybe Nanoleaf. Yeah, so here you go. So if you click on this, you can actually go to Amazon. So obviously check there first for Prime Day because there's probably stuff on sale. But you can also check these other places. So a lot of these places will be running deals as well. Best Buy, a lot of times the manufacturer's page will also. So, you can shop around, but definitely Amazon is a good place to start during Prime Day. But yeah, let's see who we got here. Corey is here. What's going on, Corey? Vicky is here. Dan Zimmerly, what's going on, Dan? Hope you're doing well. Got that U100 today. Super fast Prime Day deal. Awesome. Glad you're able to take advantage of that U100. I'm sure you're going to love that smart lock. Eric, good night from the Netherlands. Too bad, again, no Aqara deals on the Dutch Amazon. Oh, that's too bad. Let's see. Yeah, that's another thing to mention too. The list that I consolidated is, the deals are definitely effective in the US and probably Canada, but the deals may vary. But those links on my page should take you to the appropriate Amazon page for your region. So if you're outside of the US, those links should still take you to the, your appropriate Amazon store. So you can at least check to see, if there's some deals on the stuff or those same deals apply in your region. Let's see. Scott McNair also got the FP2 for Prime Day. Awesome. Yeah. So that is, that is one of the things. I did add that kind of recently actually too. So I've been updating this list all throughout Prime Day. But yeah, the Aqara stuff, the presence sensor is now, it's back and it's on sale. So this was out of stock for a long time. So you can now pick this up 20% off too. Aqara did say they were going to give me a discount code once this came back in stock, but I think because of Prime Day, they're already running that discount. I don't have a code for you right now. Maybe I'll get one once Prime Day is over. I'm not sure, but right now, 20% off. You can go ahead and take advantage of that deal. And that's nice because I know they've been out of stock for quite a while. Let's see. I saw real quick. We got Sam. We got a new member today. Sam, thank you for joining, Sam. Let's hit our confetti button. Appreciate you supporting the channel. And we have a lot of channel members I see here in the chat today. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much to all the channel members for your continued support of this channel. And if you want to become a member, there is a join button somewhere down there by the subscribe button where you can join for about $5 a month. You can get access to our members Discord server, which is a lot of fun. I've been in there a bunch through Prime Day, and I'm actually in there a bunch pretty much every day. So it's a great resource, a lot of really great folks over in our Discord server. So I encourage members to go ahead and join us over there. We also do a monthly video chat and things like that. I actually found out today, shout out to Joe over on Discord, mentioned in our sales channel. We have a little channel on our Discord talking about discounts and things, and mentioned that the HomePod is actually on sale at Costco. So if you didn't know about this, now you do. Again, shout out to Joe over on Discord who let us know about that on our member server earlier today. But yeah, you get $40 off over at Costco on the OG HomePod. So that's pretty awesome. Because, yeah, I don't know that I've seen those on sale yet. Let's see. Here we got Lone Star Trent says that new door sensor is nice. Awesome. Yep, that is another thing we have. Let me see if I can get over to that. So, since we talked in the last live stream, I don't know if that is actually on sale. I'll have to find that. I don't think that one's actually on sale. The new Aqara door sensor. Here we go. Yeah, that one's not discounted. It's $30. And this is their first thread product. So Aqara has entered the thread game. They've already entered the Matter game, but now they've got their first thread-based product. I did do a video on this. Came out last week. There's a link down in the description of this live stream if you want to check that out. Excuse me, but yeah, that is Aqara's first thread-based product. It's pretty interesting because this is, I guess, the first Aqara sensor that doesn't need to be connected to an Aqara hub. So you can pair this directly to your smart home platform, whether it's Apple Home, Google Home, whatever, it doesn't matter. Thanks to Matter. Gosh, I fell right into that one. Let's see, and I see that, I don't know what's up, YouTube usually highlights questions. It hasn't been working for a while, so I'll do a dedicated Q&A, and I will try to get to those questions. Like the last half of this stream, we'll do a dedicated Q&A where you guys can drop questions directly to me, and I'll go through and answer all those. But it was, for a while, it was kind of highlighting questions for me, but I don't think that's working now. Silverhammer Surveillance, what's up, George? How you doing, buddy? I don't think I said hey to you yet. Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a good day. George says, love that it doesn't need a hub. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see that. If you haven't watched my video on this sensor yet, again, we're talking about the new thread Aqara door and window sensor. Go check out that video. Again, there's a link to it down below in the description of this stream. And I say that because they've still found a way to incentivize using Aqara hubs and the Aqara app, if you will. And I kind of go over that. I wasn't actually going to make a full video on this because I'm not really crazy about making videos on, sensors. But once I kind of got to covering this and going through it, there was a little bit more to talk about. So I made a full video on it, and I talk about sort of the benefits of using the Aqara platform. So Aqara actually announced a new hub that's not coming out until next year. And if you use that hub, there will be some added benefits. So they're kind of trying to keep you in their ecosystem still, which I find interesting. But that's expected in my opinion. So let's see what you guys say. Lone Star Trent says, one complaint of the battery needs to be replaced often. That sticky tape is going to wear out. Yeah, maybe. And that's a big old battery too. That's another thing I noticed. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Kevin says, I was able to use the Aqara door sensor with Matter to trigger my abode using Home Assistant. Oh, very cool. So Kevin got the Aqara door sensor working with Home Assistant. Awesome. Again, one of the benefits of Matter, it should just work with everything. And I did want to go back. I saw Paul, here we go. Shout out Paul for being a channel member, using that member chat. Says, missed the last 2 live streams, felt like it was, that's actually a super chat. Thank you, Paul. There we go. Missed the last 2 live streams, felt like I was in the upside down in Stranger Things. Back now, let's go. Awesome. Thank you, Paul, for the super chat, and thank you for joining us today. Great to have you. We got, another Twoo Accessories. Awesome. Another, and I think, let's see. There we go. Twoo Accessories. I actually have, thank you for hanging out and being here. So if you guys have watched all my videos about, what was it? Less than 2 weeks ago, I did a video on, and I wish I had the box or at least the device, but it's hanging on my wall now. I did a video about the Twoo new smart button. Let's pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up. Oh, you know what? It's not on Amazon yet, is it? Well, since Twoo Accessories is here in the chat, is that going to be on Amazon anytime soon? Maybe you can answer us in the chat here. Let's see. I'll pull up the website, though, in the meantime. If I can find it. Let's see. There we go. Findtwoo.com. That looks like it right here. And there we go. So, yeah, this smart button right here. Oh, wait, look. That's me. I made it to the website. Cool. But yeah, this was the first Matter over Thread smart button that I used. So I was like, man, that's pretty awesome. Had to do a video on that, and looks like they are a channel member now. So that's awesome. You can also check out that video. It was, again, about 2 weeks ago. Let's see. All right, let's check out some of these comments here. Oh, nice. Super chat as well. Thank you, too. It will be on Amazon in 1 week. Very cool. Awesome. And there is also, I should mention, too, about that Twoo button, since we got them here. I think if I go to the, let me go to the smart button page. I think it's on, yeah, so use code Twoo, you get 10% off. So not on Amazon, but if you go through their website, you can get 10% off using that code, and it's right there, so you can get 10% off. So that's pretty awesome. $34.99 plus 10% off for the first Matter over Thread smart button. And I do really like the design of this thing. Again, check out the full video if you guys want to see more, more details and the hands-on and everything. Kind of went through it all, tested it out and stuff like that over on the channel. Let's see. And Homekit says, will accessories include Amazon and EU once they're available on Amazon? So BT says, can't wait for the Twoo button. How many scenes can I set up again? So the Twoo smart button, similar, at least in HomeKit now, this is a Matter button. So, I don't know. I did test it out a little bit in, let's see, where did I test it? I think I put in smart things, but I haven't configured scenes. But at least in HomeKit, if you use an Apple Home, you can set up single press, double press, and triple press. So essentially 3 scenes kind of at face value. If you get a little bit creative, and again, that's kind of how most buttons work in Apple Home. Not all, but most is usually a single press, double press, and a triple press. Sorry, single press, double press, and a long press that you can configure. And then if you get a little creative, you can convert to shortcut, and you can kind of add some logic in there, like if the light is on, turn it off, otherwise turn it on. So I've actually done that for some buttons. So you can use just a single press to turn a light on, and then the same single press will turn it on, or turn it off. Sorry, I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Is there a way to get my SwitchBot lock to unlock when my Aqara doorbell sees me? No, I think that's something that you would be able to set up natively in the Aqara app if you're using an Aqara lock and the Aqara doorbell. But there's no way to automate in HomeKit or in Apple Home based on facial recognition, unfortunately. That would be cool, but yeah, it's not possible. And I don't know how reliable that would be, honestly. But yeah, that's not something that we can do right now. Let's see. Your opinion on fall detection for Aqara presence sensor FP2. All right, Harold, thanks for the question. So if you watch my video, I did a little demo of this. I don't recall, I'm not sure if I've seen anybody else do a demo on the fall detection aspect. I've watched a few videos, but I did do a little demo on this in my video, my dedicated video on the FP2, which you can find on channel. But I did it actually right over here. Both myself and my daughter, we were like falling all over the house. I haven't set it up since then because you have to mount it to the ceiling, so that's the only downside. And your detection range is a lot smaller when you're mounting it to the ceiling. So that's just something to note. So I don't use it. I don't have it mounted like that permanently. I did it just temporarily for testing. And during my testing, I thought it worked really well. I mean, I did some, like I said, little mock falls where me and my daughter were both falling here in the studio, and it seemed to detect us falling each time, and I thought it was pretty good. Again, the downside is it has to be mounted to the ceiling, and it really makes your detection range much smaller when you do it, when you mount it that way. Lone Star Trent said, I would trust fall detection on the Apple Watch more. Yeah, it definitely is good on the Apple Watch. I think it works well with that FP2, just given those limitations. Again, you have to be in the range. The good thing is, of course, you don't have to wear any hardware for it can detect anybody falling, but Yeah, so let's see. Fall detection coming to our standard Wi-Fi mesh systems in the near future. I just got a Hubes box. I see a plugin for Philips Hue, but I already have Philips Hue lights showing up on my Apple Home. No, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know the need. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. But if you have Philips Hue supports HomeKit natively, so I'm not really sure what a Philips Hue plugin would bring you for your Hubes box. Again, maybe somebody can enlighten me if somebody's using Philips Hue with Homebridge or Hubes, but I don't see a need for it. Let's see, what else do we have to say? Oh, iOS 17 betas are out today. That's another thing I wanted to mention. So if any of you crazy people are out there into installing the betas, public betas are now available for iOS 17. So go for it. Install at your own risk. I will be the first to say I'm not a huge fan of installing betas personally. I don't like living that much on the edge, I guess. But if you do, go for it. Have at it. Hello, Shane. How does the FP2 work so far? Guys, I did a whole video on the FP2. I think it's awesome. I hear a lot of people, I hear mixed reviews about that one particularly. I really love it. I think it's amazing, the automations you can build with it. I got another one that I'm setting up to do some other stuff. I've been using the one from that first video. I moved to my main living area, and I mean, it's just automating. One sensor is automating stuff throughout a large area. It's really awesome. I'm happy with it. But again, if you want to see my detailed kind of walkthrough of it, there is a full video on the channel showcasing that. Lone Star Trent said, "Brother, I'm disabled. I live on the edge all the time." Awesome. And that's another good thing about our Discord server, our member Discord server. A lot of you guys are doing the betas, and you will let us know when, kind of what's going on with the betas. There we go. Mike Q. Awesome. Mike says the Hue plugin will allow you to use other lights like Aqara and other Zigbee ones attached to the hub that don't appear in HomeKit. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. So that answers the question earlier. If you are using the Philips Hue hub to connect other devices that don't support HomeKit, I didn't really think of that because I only use my Philips Hue bridge with just a couple of Philips Hue bulbs that do support HomeKit. So that makes total sense. Thank you for that. All right, and let's see, what else do we got? Thread FP2 sensor, we talked about that. And let's see, again, that's 20% off right now. And yeah, go ahead. Again, if you guys are just joining us, check out the linked. Where's the chat? Over here somewhere, wherever the chat is for you. There's a pinned comment up there where I have got all of the Apple Home related deals. I know somebody I was just talking to just ordered the Yardian sprinkler controller. This is the one I've been using in my house for, gosh, probably 2 years now. That's probably the most affordable HomeKit sprinkler system you can get. The Bode security systems, I also use these, are on sale. A lot of discounts here, you guys. I got that again pinned to the top of the chat so you can find that. We have, I don't know, I guess a few more hours left of Prime Day so we could take advantage of those deals. Let's see. I did want to also mention the SwitchBot lock now supports Apple Home thanks to Matter. So let me see. That was kind of a nice little surprise. I know I've got it on here somewhere. This is my list. Sorry guys, I'm using my list kind of as a reference to get to the products. Here we go. SwitchBot. I also have an extra discount code I should mention for SwitchBot, so you can get an additional 5% off. The stuff is already 25% off. Basically, all the SwitchBot stuff is, but you can get extra 5% off both on Amazon or on their web store. So, but what I wanted to show you here is the SwitchBot lock. Let's go to the SwitchBot site. And this guy now supports Apple Home thanks to the Hub 2. So that Hub 2, again, there's a video on that also. lots of videos to reference here today, but there's a video on the hub too, and I just put out a video a few days ago, or was that might have been yesterday, on this one. So this is the retrofit lock, and you can now get this to support HomeKit natively, which I think is awesome. It's not the prettiest lock, but it's a retrofit lock. So if you live in an apartment or you can't change the hardware or anything of your lock, I think that's a great option, and super excited that it now, supports HomeKit natively with that SwitchBot Hub 2. We got a super chat here from member Huddy Wood. Thank you for the super chat. Let's hit the button real quick. I have 5 bulbs in a candle chandelier maybe, and grouped this in my home app. But in Biz Designer, I'm only able to control 1 bulb at a time and not the whole candle. Yeah, okay, so it's been a while since I tried this, but last time I did, and there might be some Biz Designer users here in the chat that might be able to chime in too, but last time I tried to do this, that was I don't know if you would call that a bug, but maybe a limitation of Viz Designer. For some reason, it did not see the grouped accessories as one like that. And I know there's some workarounds for this, and I'm trying to remember, because we've discussed this some in the Discord server. So I see you are a member. As a member, you can get into our Discord server. I think you're a new member. But if you want to get over to our Discord server, we have a whole section on like wall-mounted iPads and stuff like that over on Discord. And let me see. And I know there was some chat about that, and some other people might be able to chime in there. But I think the best workaround, I don't know if you're using Homebridge, but probably the best workaround is to create a dummy switch, and then use that dummy switch in Viz Designer just on off basically, and then in HomeKit or the Home app, you can create an automation for that dummy switch. When the dummy switch turns on, turn on your group. When the dummy switch turns off, turn off your group. That's going to be the best way probably. Again, that would require a Homebridge or something where you can create a dummy switch or a virtual switch. But that's probably the workaround. Let's see here. John Sills, what's going on, John Sills? There we go. Good advice right there. Have them use a dummy switch to turn them on. Perfect. Like I said, I knew we'd have some members here with some good advice. Yep. And John has been doing some amazing stuff in Viz Designer as well. He shared some of his dashboards and things like that over on the channel. My Viz Designer needs some maintenance. It needs a little TLC. I need to spend some time. It is a time-consuming endeavor to get those dashboards the way you want them, but mine needs a little update. So hopefully here soon I'll get around to that as well. I was really happy with my dashboard for a while. Let's see. Any recommendations for PoE cameras? Looking for something that's black in color, 4K, and can zoom in since it will be mounted on a 3rd story. I'd have to check the zoom on, is the only thing I'm not 100% sure on. But over on here, this is the pinned URL to my website. I put these on here, RealLink. So RealLink is actually offering a bunch of, a whole bunch of their stuff is on sale. But these don't support HomeKit natively, which is why you see the little asterisk here. That means they don't support HomeKit natively. But these are what I'm using. The price for the quality is really good. They're 4K. Again, I'd have to check the zoom, and if these don't have the in-camera zoom that you might be looking for, they probably have some that do. They have a whole bunch of PoE cameras and stuff, just all kinds of stuff. Of course, you have like Unify cameras that I know people speak really highly of. They're very expensive though, and sometimes hard to get. That's why I kind of lean towards RealLink, just because they're easier to get a hold of, and for the price, they're great. But those are the ones that I use, and I have those into HomeKit through Scripted is my setup. And Frederick says, check out the Ubiquiti AI Pro camera. So there you go. Again, yeah, that's what I was mentioning. The Ubiquity cameras by Unify. People speak really highly of those. Keegan Moore, what's going on, Keegan? Big fan of the channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Got me some devices on Prime Day. Aqara U100, Aqara new door and window sensor, the Eve light strips, Aqara 2K, G3 camera hub, SwitchBot curtain rods, and the SwitchBot hub 2. Wow, that's quite the haul. That's awesome. You're gonna have some fun setting up all that stuff here. It's always like Christmas when you get some new smart home products in the mail. That's awesome. When the new Aqara hub comes out, can I still use my M2 as a repeater in another room? Right? There's not much is known right now for the Aqara, that new Aqara hub. So I don't really know the M2, but the way the hubs work right now, which is kind of crazy, but the Aqara hubs right now don't actually work as Zigbee repeaters as you would probably expect them to. I mean, you can pair devices like that are closest to that hub, but the hub won't actually act as a Zigbee repeater for your Zigbee network. So if you have another hub somewhere else, it doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. I know that's kind of crazy, but you can get like the smart plug works as a Zigbee repeater or the smart switches, but not the hub. So I'm not sure about that one. Oh, Christian, thank you. Says the 8 camera bundle can zoom. So there you go. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, check those out. Again, the price is really good on those. Brandon asks, has anyone got tvOS 17 public beta installed yet? Anyone out there living on the edge got it installed yet? Question, are your Nanoleaf lines a special edition version or something? I can't find them in black, and I'd rather have black than the white color. So the lines, like the ones that I have here in this, I don't know, can you see some of those? Yeah, I think you can see some of those. The lines are actually the white ones. So let's see here. Where is Nanoleaf on my list? So that's the expansion pack. Here we go. So yeah, you can get these from Amazon or from anywhere. So this is what I have. They're actually the white ones, but let me actually go back. And if you go to the Nano, I don't think the skins, what you need to look for is the skin. So you get the white pack just like this, but then you want to look for, I'm not sure actually where to find those on here. Somewhere, maybe we can just find them this way. So yeah, they actually only make, there we go. So they actually, so this is go on top of the line. So they only make the lines in the white color, but you can get these skins from the from Nanoleaf's website. You know, 20 bucks, 9-pack right there of the skins that just kind of pop on top of those white lines and give you that black look, which they go great with the black shapes. So the shapes, those are special edition if you wanted to get some of those. Like, let's see. Oh, trying to get up here and show you the shapes. And they actually just came out with these, the black hexagon shapes, and they got the triangles also in black or white. But the lines, again, just come in white. Mark says, I just got my first Aqara kit. I found out the motion sensor P1 lux sensor doesn't appear in HomeKit. Do I? No, I don't think that's coming. That has been ever since the older Aqara lights. The old Aqara motion sensor. The light sensor on there isn't exposed to HomeKit. That's always been the case. I don't know why they haven't kind of pulled that into HomeKit, but yeah, I don't think that's coming. Question, what was the door lock you mentioned in the last stream? It was not SwitchBot or Aqara. What was the door lock that I mentioned in the last stream? I don't know. The only ones that I've used for Homekit are a Schlage level lock. I don't know if it was, I don't know which one I mentioned in the last stream. Maybe somebody, Area, is that it? That might have been it. Lone Star Trent. That was one that I had heard about. Let me see if I can find that online. There's one I had heard about. Oh, this might be it. Avia. Yeah, was this it? This might be it. I honestly don't remember what I mentioned in the last stream. This was one somebody had sent to me. I think on Instagram, not sent me the product, but sent me the info, I think on Instagram or something. I didn't think this was available yet, but maybe it is. And it says it supports HomeKit. So maybe that's the one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I try to get one of these and test it out? Let's see if I buy now what it does. That's not it. It has a keypad. Irish Creamer says, has a keypad. I don't know about this Avio one. We might have to see more about it. It was the doorknob. Okay, with the keypad. Okay, yeah, let's see. And I'm really not trying to plug this thing, guys. So that much. I just have all my links here. The Hollow Mark doorknob is probably the one. So this is the first, I think this was the first thread lock that oh no, currently unavailable. Dang, they must have sold out. Is this the one you're talking about though? That's probably one. Dang, man, it was just available earlier today, I'm pretty sure. And looks like they might have sold out. But yeah, I did a full video on this. They come in 2 colors. Let's visit the Hollow Mark store. They told me actually they're gonna come out with, this one is not smart, but it has a fingerprint reader. I was told that they're gonna release a fingerprint version of the HomeKit one, hopefully later this year. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, dang, it looks like it's unavailable. I guess they sold out. And that seems to be happening a lot lately. The Sakura, yep, I think that's the one. It's the Hollow Mark Sakura is the name of it. And again, there's a link to it on that blog post that I created. It was on sale too. Yeah, I guess they sold out. So Jack says, how has the 2.0 button been for you? I've been planning to order, but wanted to know after a week of using it what you thought. The stickers look nice. Is there a good variety? Yeah, you know what? I wish I had. I don't want to leave the stream and go get the box, but yeah, there's a pretty good variety. I think it came with 3 different little sticker packs. Pretty good variety, I'd say, of stickers. I'm just happy to have any stickers, to be honest, included in a box for a smart button. It's because I've seen some that don't, or make you pay extra, which is crazy for stickers. Flick. But anyways, yeah, it's been working good for me. I have not had any issues with it. Again, it connects over Thread, which is nice. So as long as you got a good working Thread network, it should work well. Again, I'm just using it in Apple Home. I haven't really used it in other platforms. So assuming you're using it in Apple Home too, it should be fine. Silverhammer Surveillance, the Whatley factor helps sell that bad boy out. Man, I don't know, maybe. Silverhammer, really enjoyed your last smart home tour. Hope you're doing good. Jeff says, awesome. Thank you, Jeff, for that. Yeah, you guys go check out Silverhammer Surveillance if you haven't already. George is here in the chat. I think makes just about every single live stream. George has an awesome YouTube channel as well. Let's see if we can pull up George's channel. Oh, dang, look at that. When did you post that? Huh. I just went over to YouTube and I was going to search for his channel. Whoop. And looky there.
Are you like me?
Let me drop a link to George's channel. I'm gonna have to watch this. That must have just posted an hour ago. Apple Home EDN's small garden review. Awesome. I'll have to check that out later on today. So guys, go check out George. Here's Silverhammer Surveillance channel. Posted an hour ago. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I was too busy scrambling around, taking kids to practice and trying to get to this live stream probably. But we did make it. We made it. Jeff says, picked up the Schlage Encode Plus on sale from Lowe's over the 4th sale. Had to settle for black. Had to get rekeyed at Ace Hardware. Very nice. Yeah, I got the Schlage Encode Plus as well. Love that lock. Love that lock. And you can actually get those. Well, I guess it depends on your Lowe's. Yeah, we don't have a guy at our Lowe's either, actually. I got mine at Home Depot, and there's a guy there that rekeyed mine. Frederick said, love that. Yeah, so you guys can feel free to drop questions here. I think I'm doing okay today in keeping up with the questions. So I'll try to answer your questions here. That way I'm not having to jump back and forth between a Q&A, a separate chat, which gets a little confusing. Let's see. Member for 8 months. Awesome. Thank you so much, Alexis. Let's hit the confetti. You guys, as members too, you have, I think, is it one monthly member chat, which is kind of like a super chat like this. I think you can use one. Alexis has been a member for 8 months, so thank you so much for the support for that past 8 months. That's awesome. Alex Dark says, Shane, I want to thank you for everything you do. That helps us out. Thank you so much. I'm glad that the content helps. That really does mean a lot to hear. And is really, why I started this whole YouTube thing in the first place, because I was starting to build my own smart home, and there just wasn't a lot of people making Apple Home, content, specifically for Apple Home. Fortunately, since then, we've got a lot of great content creators who are doing more Apple Home stuff and just smart home stuff in general. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's kind of why I started. I was kind of building my own smart home, and I was like, man, it was just so confusing, I felt like. So hopefully we're able to help some of you guys as you're building your smart homes as well. Teresa insisted on the hat. Good job, Teresa. We like the hat. Jeff said I had to remove the batteries to reset my Encode Plus about 5 times in 1 year. Really? I've not had any. I did have an issue with my Encode Plus, so I didn't have any issues for about at least a year. And then not too long ago, it just kind of, something happened and I had to repair it. So I did have an issue with it then. And I had to repair it. And long story short, I think like the Bluetooth connection on there or something stopped working, and I wasn't able to repair it to my smart home or to the app or anything. And their customer service was awesome, so I paid for the lock myself. That wasn't sent to me for review or anything like that. That was one of the products that I bought with my own money. Contacted their customer support, and they were great. They walked me through a couple things, nothing worked, and they replaced the lock. So always happy to see good customer support for from these products and stuff like that. Let's see, any way to create a shortcut to make an Ecobee thermostat trip a shortcut to turn on an AC that's not HomeKit enabled but does use shortcuts? Whew. Let's see. I feel like that's kind of complicated there. Create a shortcut to make an Ecobee thermostat trip a shortcut. I don't think you can really do that because you're talking about personal shortcuts versus home shortcuts. And when you're triggering shortcuts from your HomeKit devices, that's a home shortcut or a home automation. And when you're using, those shortcuts from apps, or you said an AC that doesn't support HomeKit but does have shortcuts, that's utilizing personal shortcuts on your device and not through your home hub. I know that might just be more confusing, but essentially no, I don't think that's possible unless you get really crazy and do some sort of like shortcut server. You can do like a push cut server, something like that on a dedicated device. There's probably, where there's a will, there's a way, but I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze in that case. But you probably could do it with a dedicated server, but I don't know if that's something you're willing to get into. Let's see. All right, so we got some questions, Ryan, flying in here. Question: when is someone going to come out with an outdoor plug that is built on thread? Thinking ahead, setting up Christmas lights. That's a good question. I would imagine. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. There's tons of outdoor plugs. I have a lot of them. I even did a video a while ago, kind of comparing a bunch of different ones. Most are Wi-Fi based. I'd say, yeah, I don't think I've used the thread one. Probably the best connection-wise, because it's not relying on Wi-Fi, is that that Lutron Caseta one. So if you have the Lutron Caseta hub, like for the smart light switches and stuff like that, Lutron Caseta has an outdoor plug that's just built like a tank, is rock solid, and it uses their proprietary Clear Connect protocol. So the connection is really good. I had the best connection from that one. But yeah, I don't know about a thread one. Vicky says, can you tell me when the square-looking Aqara lock will be available in the UK? Will it work in the UK with Homekit? I'm not so sure about what's available in the UK with the Aqara locks. I know some people have like the A100 lock, I believe, in certain parts of Europe, but I'm not really sure what they're releasing in what regions there, so I'm not 100% sure on that. Sorry about that. Probably have to reach out to Aqara and kind of see what the deal is on that. Lone Star Trent, my U100 has been rock solid. That's good to hear. Oh, John Sills living on the edge there. I've been using my indoor plugs and my soffits for more than 4 years and no issues. I use iDevices, not thread, but good item. iDevices, man, I remember iDevices. I haven't seen much of them in a while. One of my first smart plug, actually one of the outdoor plugs was iDevices that I used, and I think compared even in that video. That was my first outdoor plug. Golly, if you go way back, I'm not saying do this because there's probably some pretty embarrassing videos, but way back on the channel, probably one of the first smart home videos I did was using the iDevices outdoor plug to automate my my string lights outside. Yeah, old school there. That's a throwback. But actually, I replaced that one with the Lutron, so I'm using the Lutron Caseta outdoor plug now. When's the update to the blooper video? Oh yeah, I should do that. I should do that maybe and just release that for members or something. I don't know if that should live on the channel publicly, but yeah, maybe I'll do that. There's probably plenty of bloopers, especially when I get the wife involved in some of our shenanigans here on the channel. Oh, Yimmy connected. Awesome. Another channel member. Thank you for joining and subscribing and becoming a member and supporting the channel. Very much appreciated. Let's see, where was I in the chat? Let's see. My thread has been great since iOS 16.3. Oh, that's good to hear, Jeff. Hey, Shane, I just canceled a free subscription to Home Controller. Want to subscribe with the promo code on your page, but it's telling me that I'm not eligible. What should I do? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure why you're not. I know with that one you have to be using the link. So I think it's only, let's see, Home Control. Yeah, the Home Controller, controller for HomeKit app, I think is the one you're talking about. You have to use the link. So just make sure you're going through that link. And I don't know if maybe there's some issue because you were previously subscribed to it. Maybe there's an issue there. You could try reaching out to the developer. But yeah, I'm not sure. But I do know with that one specifically, you have to go through that link in order to take advantage of the discount. So hopefully that helps. Austin says, did you create a separate automation for each water leak sensor and your Bulldog valve? Or are you able to group all the water leak sensors together so if one trips, it would still turn on the Bulldog? That's a good question, Austin. Thank you for that. Yeah, so this is one of the things, you know, I'm saying fairly often that, you know, I love the Home app and everything, but there are some limitations. So you can only have one trigger for your automation in the Home app when you create an automation, unless you know, convert to shortcut. And you can use some scripting and do some really unnecessary things in order to accomplish this through convert to shortcut. But really the easiest way is just to use a third-party HomeKit app. So and speaking of controller for HomeKit app, we were just mentioning a minute ago, where is my apps list? So again, this is this page right here is linked, pinned to the top of the chat if you guys want to check this out. But whoops, I must have missed it. Sorry. The apps right here. So controller for HomeKit is one. This will let you do it. And there's also another app that I don't think is on the list, and it's called Home Plus. So the Home Plus app is another one. And also, I'm pretty sure you can do this in the Eve app as well. But essentially, all of these third-party apps allow you to create an automation with multiple triggers. It's really that simple. So, you know, you would think you'd be able to do that in HomeKit or in the Home app, but you can't. But I know in Home Plus and Controller for HomeKit for sure, you can just create an automation and you can just add multiple triggers. And you can specify either or and. So if this sensor is triggered or this sensor is triggered or this sensor is triggered, then, you know, run the automation. So that's how I do it, and that way you're not having to create, you know, those automations for every sensor. That's the easiest way, in my opinion. What do you think is better, Schlage Encode Plus or U100 Smart Lock? That's a tough question right there. I would say they're both fantastic products. The U100 is an amazing device for the money. It's, you know, over half the price of the of the Schlage. It actually has more features because that one has the fingerprint scanner and you can use NFC cards and everything. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. With that said, I think the build quality is probably a little bit better on the Schlage. It's just more solid. It's just built a little bit better. Aqara still, the U100 is still a great product. It's just not quite as solid, but you know, I mean, it's over half the price. It's packed full of features. You can even do, you know, you can do all kinds of stuff with the features on that, which we could spend all day talking about that you can't do with the Schlage. But one of the features I really love on the U100 too, I should note, is the auto lock feature where it senses when the door closes and it'll automatically lock. I wish the Schlage had that, but it doesn't. So that's one feature that I really like. But yeah, build quality, I'd probably give the Schlage. Price and features, you know, is going to go to the U100, but they both have home key. So, you know, I love them both. Home key is just amazing. Oh, good point. Schlage doesn't need a hub. That's very good point. Thank you, Jeff. So, you know, for a lot of these features, you do need to be paired to an Aqara hub. Sometimes I forget to mention that because I'm just so used to having Aqara hubs in my house. But yeah, very good point. Very good point. So definitely something to consider. Let's see. Another good point there. Schlage is thread, so you'll need something to connect to it. Yeah, that's another good point, which, you know, could be probably a selling point for most people. I think thread over you know, Zigbee or whatever is probably good, I think. Again, it just depends on your smart home and what you have. These are all very good points, though. Schlage does use Thread. That means you don't need any other hub or anything like that. You do need a Thread board or router, but if you have a HomePod, you're good to go. But yeah, another good point to consider. All right, let's see. I'll try to get to some of these questions, guys. I'm going to try not to miss them. Last week I asked a question about personal automation and Siri shortcuts not working. What I found is that when I arrive, leave triggers do not have the option to turn off as before running. Yeah, so that's the thing with personal automations. Yeah, any personal automation based on location, it's going to require you to basically to ask before running. So you're going to have to kind of authenticate or confirm on your phone. That's kind of a thing. That's, yeah. So I don't know. It's, I guess, a safety limitation or a safety thing that Apple thinks we need. Best deal for HomeKit on Prime Day. Oh, Jack, there's so many deals. You know, it's hard to say because I'm going to say something a lot of influencers probably won't say, is that's just don't buy stuff you don't need. I know it's so tempting because there's so many good deals. So with that said, like don't get stuff just because they're on sale. That's why it's hard to answer this question. I think the best deal is like whatever you need. So if you've really been wanting like some Lutron lights, for example, some Lutron light switches, they're really so expensive. I know for me a couple of years ago, that was me. I'd been wanting some Lutron light switches. They're just so expensive. I've been holding off. That would be the best deal for me right now if I was in that place because they're on sale. Some good deals on those. As far as like the best discount, gosh, I don't know. Let's see. There's some pretty good ones here. This is something here. I got to share this with you. I've never even heard of this. I think I have heard of this company. 50% off, a ceiling light, supposedly works with HomeKit. I know nothing about this company. I had to get one just to see. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'll update you later. Gosh, we've seen, I mean, Nanoleaf stuff, again, if you already have some of the Nanoleaf stuff and you've been wanting some of those, there's some really, 20% off. Just about all the Nanoleaf stuff is great because they're so expensive. So if you can get some of these, or maybe you have some of the lines or the shapes like I have back here and you want to add on, you can get some of those extension kits on sale. So, that might be good for you. If you need a router, there's some good deals. Philips Hue has some good discounts too. 46% off. That's really good. So there's a lot of good ones. It's hard for me to say what the best is. It just depends on what you're looking for, I think. Too late. I bought some already. What did you buy, Wilson? Frederick said, "Look, honey, how much money I saved by buying this on sale." That's what I just told somebody too. They blaming me for for all the deals, and I said, "But you're saving money, right?" Yeah, it's all on how you frame it, right? Glass half full is how I like to think of it. But yeah, no, don't buy stuff you don't need. It's tempting, man. I see all these light strips and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's such a good deal. And then I look around and I'm like, I don't need any more light strips. I don't have anywhere to put another light strip. So Green Arrow just became a member. Awesome. Thank you, Green Arrow. Can you explain the Discord process again? Sure. So as a member, you can get access to the Discord, but all you have to do is connect your YouTube account to Discord. So you can go into Discord and go into your user settings, and there should be a connections tab, and there you just input your YouTube information, your YouTube account, and it'll connect YouTube to Discord, and then you'll see my server pop up right there in the connections tab, and you can join the server that way. So and just shoot me a message over on Instagram or wherever you're at, or an email or something if you have any trouble. Thank you, Alexis Green Arrow. Link your YouTube account on Discord and it will show up. Perfect. Thank you very much. Bought 4-pack of the Tapo Matter plugs. I have a 2-story home. Tried to connect them on the first floor with no success. Oh, really? And those are Matter over Wi-Fi, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, I mean, as long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection, I would think you shouldn't have an issue with that. I believe those are Matter over Wi-Fi. All right, guys. Well, we will go ahead and end the stream here. It's been about an hour. A lot of fun hanging out. I hope we answered some of your questions here today, and always fun during Prime Day discussing all these deals. I know I did buy a couple of things that, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have. I need to take my own advice there on that. A couple of questions here I'll get to. No, SwitchBot does not run on Thread. SwitchBot connects via Bluetooth to their hubs, and then the hub connects via Wi-Fi, and that's how you can get Matter to those. Let's see. Trying to hold out for the Aqara light strip. Oh, interesting. There's so many good light strips, though. I don't know that I'd hold out. I mean, you have Matter light strips now. I know Aqara is supposed to release theirs, but there's so many good light strips out there now, and a lot of them are on sale right now. Nanoleaf, the Govee M1 light strip is on sale. So many of them. This guy right here, this is the Govee M1 light strip. I got another one right here. Like I said, I don't need any more light strips. The Cololite light strip, this is on sale. This thing right here too, I don't know where I'm gonna put these. I did a video on this a while ago. That's on sale. Links to all this stuff is on that blog post. All this HomeKit, Apple Home, and Matter stuff. The Nanoleaf one, which I don't have the box for that, that's on sale right now. That one connects over Thread. So there's some good options right there. And the best light strip. I know I said I was going to leave. I can't. It's so hard to leave. I just love talking about this stuff. I go talk to my wife about smart home stuff. She don't want to hear it. So, oh yeah, buying the Nanoleaf 4D. Yeah, I am super pumped about that also. I can't wait for that one. Definitely, I want to set mine up right here. I've got Nanoleaf stuff all around my TV, including shapes and lines, and even over there, and you can tie all that into your TV. Ooh, that's going to be awesome. I'm excited. But yeah, the different light strips, it's hard. Thanks, Frederick. I have done videos on a lot of them. It just depends. If you want Matter, you got Govee and you have Nanoleaf. This one connects over Wi-Fi. Nanoleaf is Thread. So it just depends on what your preference is. There's a lot of Wi-Fi light strips that support HomeKit. Some really cheap ones that you can find that with native HomeKit support. So it's tough to say. I'm a fan of, I've really been liking the Govee one. I'll be honest, the M1 Govee. The color saturation is great. For your whites, bright whites, cool and warm whites, Nanoleaf, I'd say by far has the best, I think, in terms of whites. But yeah, it's hard to pick just one. All right, guys. That said, I'm gonna go. Thanks so much. Again, check the links below. We've got a few more hours for all the Prime Day stuff if you want to take advantage of some of those discounts. I've got all the Apple Home stuff listed there. We did do, I put out like 5 videos, I think, in the past 8 days. So we've got some videos, a bunch of Matter stuff we've been talking about lately, new videos every week. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me over on Instagram because I'll be sharing some more stuff over there as well. Thanks so much for hanging out today, and we will see you guys next week in the next live stream. All right, see you later.